met up with Daniel Andrews from Captains for Clean Water, and he really helped me to understand much better what's going on up there in the Everglades.
Yeah, baby!
Good job.
Real.
Good job. I have never ever even seen a permit in here before.
This really nice permit we caught. I mean, that's an incredible reminder of what we have left and why we need to work hard to protect that.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
baby! Whoa, look at him go!
All right.
Woo, woo! Oh, yeah! Come on! Oh, he ate it! Nice, baby! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! I thought you said you had to...
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off! Oh, awesome! Look at that big boy! Woo!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
So this year, for me, has been an education process on the water issues in the Everglades, and met up with Daniel Andrews from Captains for Clean Water, and he really helped me to understand much better what's going on up there in the Everglades. And so I wanted to spend even more time with him and learn about this issue more, and maybe figure out what efforts can we encourage that will really come to a solution for making this water situation either go away completely or maybe not be as intense in the future. And Daniel came down and went fishing with us, and we talked about the water all day long. And I don't know about you, but for me it was a real education to hear his opinion, which is all based on working with all of these different scientists about what's going on in the Everglades, and then what steps can be taken to actually do something about it to get a solution.
What I like about Daniel is, he's looking at it from a fisherman's perspective that I can relate to, which is, hey man, this is our livelihood, this is our backyard. And what he kind of rounded out in my mind was there's really a solution that we can all help to, it'll help the whole state. So that was great. And then, that fishing that day was outstanding. Mid-April, had been a little cooler, so the tarpon had gone away, but it just started warming up just enough that I thought we'd get on those tarpon. So this is the first year where the water quality issues here have been like in my face,
Yeah.
We had a big seagrass die off in areas that, it was just painful to go in and look at, because areas that just had beautiful seagrass back there towards Flamingo.
Seagrass in Florida Bay is 1.5 to 2 feet tall.
Right.
So when you kill 40,000 acres, that's a lot of just, material that gets, it breaks down. You get, years and years of algae blooms, and it's a vicious cycle.
Evidence is fresh water is the cure.
Clean fresh water. It's simple but large scale. When you look at the big numbers, $10 billion fishing industry in the state of Florida, 15% of it's right here in the Everglades and the Keys. So when you combine that,
$10 billion industry.
About 9.3
in the state of Florida.
There you go.
There he is. Go.
Grab it.
That's you. I'm trying to hook. That's a good fish. I don't know what it is.
First bite of the day. Feel like the right thing?
It's something big.
Something with teeth.
Yeah, might have some teeth on it.
We had a falling tide where the flats were just kind of dumping into a channel, and you could see, we saw a few tarpon kind of rolling. It was a little breezier than I'd hoped. It was coming out of the west, just a light west wind. Pretty quick to see that wasn't going to happen with the artificials. But as the sun got up a little bit, we switched gears and did something that you and I haven't done a lot together. But we used the dead bait. Those early morning tarpon that you see rolling, it's over by whatever time. 8 o'clock, whenever the sun gets up, it's just over, right? They're gone.
Seems like it's over.
You leave and go somewhere, right? Those fish are laying right on the bottom there. It's big enough to be a tarpon the way it's fighting. I'm curious on this.
Yeah, I am too.
A lot of weight, right?
A lot of weight.
Could be a sawfish.
Definitely could be.
A stingray.
One of the things that's really fun about the dead bait is that you may not catch tarpon every time you put it out there, but you're probably going to catch something. And in the area that we were in, that channel is absolutely loaded with all kinds of things. Everything from jack crevalles and trout, and everything's in that channel, but there's also a lot of sharks.
Thinking it's a hammerhead.
Could be a hammerhead.
See his head.
I thought it looked suspiciously like a hammerhead when it came by.
So one of the first bites we had was clearly a heavy fish. It was one of these mystery fish, you know, you never know. And finally, we get a little glimpse of it, and I'm like, I think it's a hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Nice.
How about that, man? Wow. That is so awesome.
Get out from there.
This is like the second time I've ever caught a small hammerhead like this. This is cool. Now, I would like to know, is this the lesser hammerhead? You know, they have the greater and lesser or whatever?
He's not seeming like
This one's
he's
lesser than
lesser
the
right
one at-
now. He's
this
seeming
one's
pretty greater.
This one's lesser than the one at Bahia Honda. Look at that. Looks like a giant bonnet
Look
shark.
at that. That is so cool. Yeah, you grab his dorsal like a giant bonnet. That is so awesome, man.
We can get the hook out of this. It's right here in the corner.
All right, you ready? How cool is that, man? Look
It's
at
a
the
nice
little
one.
bumps on it. I wonder if that's where.
He's got mumps.
Yeah. Yeah, that is, I've never seen any shark with that on him.
That's cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just the right size for that.
Yeah.
All right, fella.
That's pretty cool. Now, is that guy gonna grow up to be a 800-pound tarpon eater, you think?
I would say so.
Wow. Wow.
Let's let him go.
Dude, that is cool, man. That's
Yeah.
a unique catch, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
baby. Whoa, look at him go.
Right.
Woo, woo.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. LOWRANCE, America's #1 fish finder. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. YETI, built for the wild. And by Hook, Power Pole, St. Croix Rods, and Vibe.
My favorite thing, as always, is getting up super early and heading out. I just love that. And the morning time to me is the best. And Daniel hit maybe the best morning of the season as far as how beautiful it was. It was just Florida Bay, absolutely slick. The sky is just like on fire with all these different colors. We've already, in my mind, we've already scored with that ride across, and we, you know, all the way across, we're talking to Daniel about the water issue and learning more about it. And, you know, he just has a very positive outlook about this water issue, as the Captains for Clean Water organization does. They've stayed very positive. So it was super cool to get him out there and just be able to talk about these issues. And that kind of put a lot of the pieces of the puzzle together for me as far as understanding like what exactly is going on.
So why is it worse? Why does it seem to be like that some of the things are coming to a head now, or have they happened in the past and I just didn't know about it?
So in the late 80s, there was a really bad die-off down here in 87. And it was before I was born, but from what I understand, it took 18 years.
Mom's got a fish. A little big swirl. Go.
Something on here.
He's going left. Tarpon, yeah!
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That felt like such a little nibble.
Yeah,
for a
I know.
minute. It was this, and then the tarpon's like, I'm taking that. Well, we have made
Cool
contact.
Jump. Awesome to see him jump like that.
We watched that beautiful sunrise. We pulled up into a channel out there, used our LOWRANCE structure scan to see to the sides there, and we could mark these tarpon that were down there. It was so cool.
Yeah, I've done a good bit of fishing with the structure scan, but Daniel has done way more. And in the type of fishing that he does in his area, he's in these areas where he's actually using the structure scan to find and catch fish. And because he's relying on it, he's gotten way better at using it. And he could tell that was a tarpon.
That was really educational, because I'm always seeing all these blobs, and he showed us the key, that little tail thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a definite tarpon. See, you can see his tail. There's two of them. See how his tail right there?
Oh, wow, that's it, huh?
Show me what you're talking about with the tail. Are you talking about the shadow that you're looking at, or the white part?
That little V at the top is his tail.
Oh.
And that fish was swimming fast by us with this current.
Okay,
But-
so you're not looking at this over here.
So that white thing is the fish, and
Yeah.
then that's his shadow
Yeah, I
hitting
know.
the bottom. That's a fish there, and you can see there's just a little.
Super cool.
There he is. Tarpon, gonna jump. Oh yeah,
Nice.
all right.
That's the one.
Woohoo!
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
baby. Whoa, look at him go.
All right.
Woo, woo. Oh, he spit it. Oh, that was awesome,
That was
man.
nice.
That's the one.
Woo.
So after we marked all this tarpon, it didn't take long to get a bite. We threw out the mullet. We had a 80-pound fluorocarbon leader, about a 6/0 circle hook. We threw a couple of those out there, and it did not take long, man. You know, you're just sitting there and just. Doop, doop, zzz.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Rich. Land that one.
Come on. Coming at us. Wait, we had two tarpon bites in a row right there. Gonna jump. Oh, yeah.
Nice job. I got a bluefish that thinks he's a tarpon.
Oh, man.
Did it come off?
Yeah, he did.
So we're tarpon fishing, but we kind of start looking around, and we see something sticking up out of the water.
It's not like a tarpon. It looks like a
You
barracuda.
can hit him. He's
We got a
facing
crab.
directly to us. Could be a permit.
That's a tarpon.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a tarpon. I think it's a big permit. Go. That's gonna work. He's going down. There's multiple fish there.
I got
Big
There's a
permit.
shark, and that's a
giant
permit.
Giant
a
permit.
permit, right? I got a permit.
That's the permit right there.
Okay. Here. We all kind of thought.
Laid up tarpon.
I mean, my first thought was tarpon because that's what's supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's what
But
we're
then I'm
fishing
looking
for.
at this thing going, that's really familiar looking. He just ghosted down just a little bit.
Just let it
pointing
sink a little
to
bit. And there's multiple fish,
I
by the way.
wouldn't,
There.
I
I saw
wouldn't
at
go
least
too
two.
fast. Let's just wait right here for a second. He's right here.
Look at my line.
Do it.
Real?
Real.
You got one?
You got him.
You got him, dude. Oh, shoot. Grab another crab real quick.
I mean, we'd seen some permit in those channels, you know, some small ones here and there, but for whatever reason, there was big permit and there was quite a few of them, you know, and I could just barely see them when they'd come up to the surface. I could see a little body, a little wake pushing, but you guys did a great job. You and Daniel took turns, you know, making casts, getting it out there. Finally hooked up a really nice one.
Go
There's
way
another
past him. There's multiple fish there.
Okay, you're up.
As far as you can past him. That's
Good
the
job,
cast.
man.
That's a good
That's
one.
it.
Just let it float.
That'll
Let
do
it
That'll
sink.
do it. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Let it sink.
Get ready. Thump, thump, and reel down. You're on.
Yeah, baby!
Good job.
Real.
Good job. Not only is that super cool, but I have
That's
never
awesome.
ever even
That's a
seen
nice
a
fish,
permit in there
too.
before. That is so cool, man. Here, hop down. Let me jump up there in case we see another one. That's a great job, man.
Nice job, dude. I'll tell you what, though.
Man, you see something new every day. Like,
Only because the water's clear in here, Tom. We got to get after this guy or he's going to get eaten. This is a sharky place. Absolutely
that's
perfect
awesome,
cast.
man. I can't get away from these permit. I don't know what it is. You know, we had gone up there to fish in that area, which we probably weren't expecting to see many permit up there, but what's great about the bay boat is we've got lots of live well storage. We have a bunch of crabs. I might as well take those too.
Always prepared.
And you're prepared. That's plan B, but it turned into plan A up there as soon as we see that permit floating. We put a couple crabs on some light spinning rods and stand up there and wait for that thing to bob up again.
Oh, there he is. Look at that. That's awesome,
That's
man.
a scene I
That's
never thought
awesome.
I would see, man. Permit at Sandy Key. Maybe I'm naive, but I just have never seen that. And
He didn't want to give up.
That's all about the health of the Everglades, you know?
Yeah.
This place supports everything.
Absolutely.
This is a fish that a lot of people consider, you know, the most pristine water, clear, flats. Oh, shoot.
You can't. Tom, you do attract permit everywhere. Watch the foam motor go low.
He's good.
Yeah!
Nice.
Snatch. Dude, way
Nice.
to go. Grab that guy. That is a whopper.
That's a nice one.
Way to go, man. And the first one I've ever caught up this way, this far.
What a beautiful fish.
Now, how about that? A hammerhead and a permit in the same day. That's a pretty interesting
Sandy Key
combo.
Slam, isn't it?
Yeah. The Everglades is a large ecosystem that covers most of South Florida, from the Caloosahatchee River on the west coast, the St. Lucie on the east coast, all the way down to Florida Bay. And the two biggest problems facing the Everglades right now are water quality issues and plumbing issues. The freshwater flows through the Everglades that historically went from Lake Okeechobee down to Florida Bay are now rerouted and have been for quite some time to the Caloosahatchee and St. Lucie estuaries. And that's caused a lot of damage, both in the northern estuaries from too much fresh water and then in Florida Bay from not enough fresh water. The solution to this problem is pretty simple. It's creating more storage, treatment, and conveyance from Lake Okeechobee down into the Everglades, down into Florida Bay. That alleviates the discharges to the rivers, and it also provides a source of clean fresh water to Florida Bay where it's desperately needed. Captains for Clean Water was founded in the spring of 2016 when the discharges from Lake Okeechobee were really at their peak. It was just about 4 months after one of the largest seagrass die-offs in Florida Bay due to hypersalinity. So it really created the perfect storm for anglers, for guides, and the fishing industry to get together and to take a stand and to fight for clean water. Captains for Clean Water provides resources so you can go on and learn specifically which solutions will make the biggest difference and the quickest difference to help our estuaries. So I always encourage people to go on to captainsforcleanwater.org, learn about the problem, sign up for our newsletter. Any opportunities for you to make a difference, whether it's contacting lawmakers, attending events, whatever it is, we'll keep you up to date through that. Where we fished this morning up at Sandy Key, that's just 10 or 15 miles from really the epicenter of the hypersalinity and the seagrass die-off that Florida Bay's been plagued with. Those really nice permit we caught, I mean, that's an incredible reminder of what we have left and why we need to work hard to protect that. We weren't expecting to see them float up there on the slack tide, but you know, when that first fish popped up, it's moments like that that you have to look at the positive. Look what we have left and how incredible it is. That's worth preserving for future generations and hopefully improving for future generations.
That's awesome. Cool. Good job.
So we get all kinds of questions about our trolling motor systems. What size motor should I get? What kind of battery setups? People see us out there fishing on the wrecks, catching permit, out in the deep water. They see us using the trolling motor for that. They see us anchored at the bridges, catching tarpon on the trolling motor, and they see us just motoring into the heavy current, catching permit on the shallow flats. So they're like, well, what are you using? Well, for starters, we're always going with the biggest setup we can. That means a 36-volt system. We're going with the 105 thrust, the XI5 motor, which really does well. But the big key is the batteries. You've got to have enough battery life to last out there in the current or anchor you all day long. So we're going with the Group 31 batteries. It really doesn't matter to me, if they're super light or super this or that. I want them big. I want them to last all day long. So we're going 3 Group 31 batteries. Really, that's enough. If I charge them up overnight, they're going to last us all day long, if not a couple days in a row, depending on our use. So go big with the biggest motor that's comfortable on your boat and go with the biggest batteries you can, and you won't regret it.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Mercury Marine, go boldly. MotorGuide. And by Daiwa, Ameritrail, Nikon, and Florida Marine Tracks.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the show. We'd like to get to know you better, carry on the conversation, and the best way to do that is follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay, he just went through that weed. You see him? That's good. Stop. That's real good. Well, he floated down with it.
Yep. Let it keep going.
I got him.
All right, nice job, Tom.
That's awesome.
Man, I just that was just like the triple tail on the buoy, you know, just let it go down and go down and go down.
That was a really cool fish because that was completely unexpected in that area of the channel, and it turns out that it's a really big one, and it fought super hard. It was all over the place.
Right down there.
It's real close.
Wow.
Oh, look at
what
that
a
sucker.
fish.
That's a big one, dude.
That's a dog.
Wow. That was cool to watch him go after your crab and just float down after it.
But just an awesome fish and a great thing just for our whole day. It was exactly what that whole day was about. Like, what is important about this place that we need to be taking whatever kind of action we can to ensure that our grandchildren can see that place. And it just seems to me like that was the perfect capper to the day.
Just like
Yeah.
way to go, man. Thank you. That one's serious.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Now let's see if I can put my fist in his mouth.
About to snap that net.
Wow.
That's a big
Man,
one.
I knew I was having trouble with him. I was wondering why. Why is this one so hard to bring in?
The fishing was just everything that we could ask for out there that day. The weather, clear water, beautiful scene, incredible wildlife, just a fantastic day.
That's a great one, man. The biggest Everglades permit I've ever caught.
For more information on how you can help, visit captainsforcleanwater.org and find the Tom Rowland podcast for extended interviews with Daniel Andrews anywhere you find podcasts.
Look at that thing.
From up here, I'm looking down his back, how thick he is. That
Yeah.
thing is, he's thick.
That's my favorite fish. And off he goes. Woo, what a day maker.
Yeah,
Man,
for sure.
unexpected. It's just one thing after another, man. You go fishing out here, you never know.